Akonde. Now to the news in details. It is a major leap forward for women in Africa and their shared aspiration for gender equity following the launch of the We Are Equal campaign of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, OFLAD, in Abuja. President Bola Tinubu, while formally launching the hashtag We Are Equal campaign, says his administration is ready to work with relevant stakeholders towards a future where no Nigerian child is excluded from the quality education, irrespective of gender.
I'm working hard. We will follow. Yes, we are equal.
The campaign is a project of the Organization of African First Ladies for Development, OFLAD, aimed at driving gender mainstreaming and women empowerment. Launched in about 15 countries across the continent, the campaign focuses on health, sexual violence, and other different aspects of life. In Nigeria, the campaign takes a firm roots in the vision of the First Lady, Oluremi Tinubu, who in 2007 established the first alternative high school for girls in Lagos to offer another opportunity to young out-of-school women.
Alternative high school provides another opportunity for students to achieve their aspiration and demonstration to the belief that it is never too late to pursue your dreams.
The focus of the campaign in Nigeria and its expected role in building a future where gender equity will be a reality drew the applause of other African First Ladies. Appreciation and expression of the commitment towards the campaign also came from Education Minister Professor Tariu Maman and development partners. Meanwhile, all hope is not lost for Nigeria's quest to develop a verifiable national demography through a generated census data, as the National Assembly is set to work with the executive to ensure the pending National Head Count project gets a new date with commitment of each free and transparent exercise. Olusheye Adeagbo reports that member Senate Committee on Population and National Identity, Senator Diket Plank, gave the hint at a retreat organized by the National Population Commission for newly sworn-in commissioners and management staff.
It's been 18 years from the last national head count. The need for a reliable and acceptable population and housing census for the nation has become a continuous conversation by population managers.
The importance of the 2020 round of census.
Participants at these retreats are holding conversations on actualizing NPC's mandate, and this member of the Senate Committee on Population and National Identity is optimistic of a proclamation date on census to be made soon.
The 10th Senate has a good relationship with the executive. I want to assure you that as members of the Senate Committee, we are representing the entire National Assembly on this issue. And the feeling of the National Assembly is that Nigeria should be able to come out with a more acceptable demographic data. These are very, very important in economic planning.
What I want to appeal to Nigerians, once the date is given, we solicit their cooperation. We can do a census for Nigeria that will give us data that is very robust, very, very comprehensive, right to even community level.
And we'll also look at other organs of the National Population Commission. We're in charge of population and development in the country. So we're all looking at how we are operating and what we need to do to improve our operations and also to ensure service delivery to Nigerians.
Planners of the census project say with a meticulous methodology and all materials needed to remunerate all citizens almost procured, preparations for a first digital census are more than 85% completed and promising of verifiable outcomes. Olusheye Adiagbo, NTA News.
However, ahead of the Edo and Ondo governorship elections, INEC has announced dates for the resumption of the continuous voter registration exercise in the two states. Mie Ojide reports on this and other issues as INEC meets political parties in Abuja.
Two brothers by name, Edo and Ondo states, on the political news again, as they set to renew the leadership, September and November respectively, and INEC meeting leaders of the political parties on series of issues. First, no voter will be deprived of participating.
As the elections in the two states approach, the Commission has decided to resume the continuous voter registration from Monday, 27th May 2024 to Wednesday, 5th June 2024, from 9 in the morning to 3 p.m. daily, including the weekend. There will be no online pre-registration option in the two states because of time constraint. Again, we encourage those who have not collected their PVCs in the two states to seize the opportunity to do so.
As the voters prepare for the polls, another reminder from INEC.
Let me therefore seize this opportunity to once again reiterate to party leaders the need to continue to maintain law and order during the electioneering process and beyond.
Just a quick one on two issues. First, the electoral violence that led to the suspension of by-elections in Kano and Enugu states sorted out, and a new date for the conclusion will be soon announced, INEC chairman confirmed. And also, INEC has received notification on the conduct of 4 by-elections, though no date yet. Mie Ogede, NTA News.
The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has charged leaders in all sectors, including politics and the military, to use leadership as a tool for development driven by the people's interest. The governor stated this when he played host to the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, at the State House in Marina. Joy Ken Abakoya reports.
By the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, is to appreciate the Lagos State government's support for military formations in the state and to seek support for the proposed construction of an Invictus Center. General Christopher Musa, who assured that the military will continue to maintain professionalism, added that standing court-martials have been put in place to deal with bad eggs within. The military chief says the Nigerian Armed Forces is for Nigerians and citizens should take ownership.
We recruit from the public, from the communities, and so the good, the bad, and the ugly somehow get in. But the system has a way of tracking them out and dealing with their situations, and we'll continue to do that. The electric center is being planned to be constructed. A lot of people to have actually severe intention to also contribute to it, because we know we cannot do it alone.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, who says there has been a decline in regular cases of attacks across the country within the last 12 months, commended the military for their role in ensuring safety and the preservation of peace and unity in the country. He assured that the Lagos State government will continue to give the armed forces the needed support to effectively carry out its duty.
Let us use governance, as a tool for development that is centrally driven by people's interest. So you could see the commonality of our leadership is to serve our people, is to ensure that we are in position of leadership to render those services to our people.
Governor Sanwo-Olu also noted that there is an ongoing recruitment exercise in the military and encouraged young residents of Lagos to take advantage of the opportunity. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakoya, NTA News.
More of the news to come as we're going on a short break now. Please stay with us.
Children's Day, happy Children's Day to children all around the world.
It's fun time again when we celebrate our precious gifts from God.
the annual NTA Lagos Channel 10 Children's Day Party in commemoration of the International Children's Day with the theme Inclusion for Every Child. This year's edition will feature match past, beauty pageant, games, quiz, schools presentation, watch your favorite artist performance, bouncy castles, and lots more. Schools, families, churches are invited to participate in this fun-filled party. Gate fee, 2,000 naira per child. Date, Monday, 27th May 2024. Venue, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tedio Shoyaba. Time, 10 a.m. For inquiries, please call Peace on 006 2860936 and Fadeke on 003 913 8161 and Jimo on 003 830 1669. NTA Lagos Children's Day Party promises to be a wonderful experience. Don't miss it. Happy Children's Day!
At Sona Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sona Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sona Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Welcome back, and if you are just joining us, you're watching NTA Lagos Channel 10 News at 7. Now we move to the foreign news of the day. Thousands of Georgians defy warnings to join protest against what they described as Russia-styled spill. Odunayo Ogundikwe has details of this and more on our foreign news desk.
Thousands of Georgians joining protests in Tbilisi against Russia-styled foreign agent bill as the government insisted to push ahead with the legislation even after some of the largest protests since independence from the Soviet Union in 1991. It was announced that the gathering of the protesters started about 10 p.m. on Sunday, with many promising to spend the night outside in order to prevent lawmakers from entering the building for the bill's third reading on Monday. The bill, if passed into law, requires organizations receiving more than 20% of their funding from abroad to register as agents of foreign influence and face punitive fines. President Salome Zurabishvili warned demonstrators to beware of provocations days after the activists reported harassment, and protesters were met with water, cannon and tear gas. Moving on, Palestinian health officials on Monday said they had recovered 20 bodies of Palestinians killed in the overnight Israeli airstrikes on the Jabalia in northern Gaza, while dozens were reported injured. It was also announced that the Israeli tanks entered the Jabalia camp, which holds more than 100,000 people, on Sunday after heavy overnight bombardment of the area. According to the report, Israeli army said its aim is to eliminate attempts by Hamas to rehabilitate its military capability in Jabalia. And that is it on foreign news. I am Odunayo Ogundikwe.
Now we move to the entertainment news. Moses Bliss elated as he sings for Prince Harry, Meghan as their stay in Nigeria ends. Let's join Madu Favor for more details.
Singer Moses Bliss has shared his appreciation for the opportunity to perform for the Duke and Duchess of Sussex, Prince Harry and Meghan, during their visit to Nigeria. He expressed his gratitude for being able to entertain the royal couple during their trip. He took to his Instagram page a video of him singing for the British Royal and the people in attendance at the Deborah Hotel, Lagos.
From my heart to your ears, I'll sing these melodies for you, 'cause you've touched my heart in so many ways, like I've never felt before.
Moving on, after 5 years of marriage, pop sensation Justin Bieber and his wife, Hailey Bieber, have announced that they are expecting their first child together. The couple who tied the knot in September 2018 confirmed this exciting news with an adorable social media post. And that is it on Entertainment News. I am Madu Favor.
Now on the sport news. The Lagos State government has charged schools across the state to give attention to sporting events to discover talents that will represent Nigeria in global sporting activities in the future. Commissioner for Basic and Secondary Education, Tolani Ali Balogun, stated this at the annual sports festival in Lagos. Joy Ken Abakoya report.
The annual sports festival is aimed at enhancing psychomotor activities and advocacy programs for students in Mushin, Ikeja and Oshodi under the Lagos State Education District 6. Lagos State Commissioner for Basic and Secondary School Education, Jamiu Ali Balogun, enjoined the physical education tutors to do more in engaging the students in various sporting activities at the various schools to showcase better performance that can attract talent hunt organizations as sports has become a career path.
We have come to a stage whereby we will integrate that skill, develop it, nurture it, so that we can fully develop the potentials in our students.
Speaking on the challenges facing physical education in schools, the Tutor General acknowledged that the schools are short of physical and health education teachers and promised to act immediately.
We want to discover talents, we want to discover skills, we want those who would invariably be able to represent Nigeria in the global community.
We have been represented in Olympics, but we don't really do very well in Nigeria. So is this the time? This is a very good initiative, and this is the time for us to grow this sport. People from the 3 zones, the Ikeja zone, Oshodi zone, Mushin zone, they have the opportunity of meeting themselves.
Some of the students say the platform is necessary for them to showcase their talents to the world.
It's a great platform to appear in the midst of people, to show your talent.
I was under pressure, but may God may have it, I succeed.
I actually love running because running is my talent. So, I don't know, I just like it. And maybe that's why I got the first position in the relay.
At the end of the sports festival, the Ikeja zone emerged as the overall winner with 10 gold, 8 silver and 6 bronze. Mushin zone came second with 7 gold, 7 silver and 9 bronze, while Oshodi zone emerged third position with 3 gold, 5 silver and 5 bronze. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakoya, NTA News.
Still on sport news, Sports Minister rallies support for Finidi George after NFF unveiling. Details of these and more with Austin Edomodu from the Sport Desk.
The Minister of Sports Development, Senator John Eno, wants Nigerians to give maximum support to the newly appointed coach of the Nigerian Super Eagles, Finidi George, for him to succeed on his new assignment. The minister stated this while unveiling the new Super Eagles coach at the media center at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja.
I'm glad at the level of calmness that greeted the appointment of Finidi George. When you take a good decision, you will find the reaction very calm.
So we don't interfere in what you are going to do. We take an oath and you make a promise that you are going to do it to the best of your ability and you are going to give us the best for Nigeria.
Meanwhile, the head coach of the Super Eagles of Nigeria, Finidi George, says he hopes to meet the expectations of Nigerians by running a result-oriented program that will bring glory to the national team by infusing local players to the pool of current Eagle squad where necessary. This follows his official unveiling as the new manager of the national team in Abuja.
We just have to focus on areas I think they can help us. You can't overhaul a team that came out second in the last AFCON.
The Renaissance Berkane of Morocco defeated Cairo Giants Zamalek of Egypt 2-1 in the African Confederations Cup first leg final at the Municipal Stadium on Sunday, ahead of the return leg in a week's time. The return leg in Cairo next week will see Berkane, winners of 2020 and 2022, seeking a third success in the continent's secondary club competition. On a sad note, Nigerians, including former Super Eagles captain and coach Austin Eguavoin, have been commiserating with the family of former Super Eagles winger Tijani Babangida, who survived a ghastly motor accident along Kaduna Zaria Highway, which claimed the life of his one-year-old son Fadil.
We wish him to come back stronger and stronger. It's not going to be easy, but definitely it is something he has to overcome very quick.
Babangida's wife was said to have lost an eye due to severe injury to her face, while he also lost his brother Ibrahim in the accident. With Sports Update, I'm Austin Ejemodu, NTA News.
And that concludes the English segment of the news tonight, as Jesuto Moses is standing by for the translation of the news in Ogu. Once again, thanks for joining us. I am Uluwabukola Akonde. A very good evening to you.
Me kudowajayi mi kwavo lelendie son NTA Jesuton Moses lelino o torido we ko tin na o yeme yin onu le to me yugbe Africa ton ti na to modo nu yin opon to han itan le we alo bodego e wa de o me yin o to go Nigeria ton din o de hunu son ti ore ji to egbe eto yaro yonu le sensen we me pote do me de ma ugande na ye tin do druwa na to modo yenya onde po he alo iton drona bodego o titolo when you dey ye do ayi to gbon o me yin o to boganu kan to ene to go Africa to le siansi se o titolo ye do ayi bo o me yin o to bogansi to Nigeria to me no ko na o titolo ye hunu so ti to egbe to bo to ta Abuja to dogbon to bogan Bola Ahmed Tinubu dale yedo ya do nyos nu podo vi yopo bu nyonu lepo when you dey yiro titolo na wure awo sagodo eyan to na ye to gbo me mo kere to gbo Nigeria to le do me yugbe Africa to di brebu to gbono we ho we ya do yeni yo me yi we o me mo kere do nu eyin o ajo ho wa bodo o to idopo do nyonu le managbon godo e wa yo titolo ye hunu so eji o me yin o to bogansi to nu wa lote ene Mercy Olúrẹ̀mí Tinubu yin o de ze o titolo bo yi do nu kan do yin o nu yin dada na do modo onu yin o dagbe yonu leton we ye ze do nu kan to nu wa le po me o nu ri alo yin o de he do ya do ena yin o de go alo na yonu le to me gbe Africa to di brebu o to ido o yin o de betin do to mademe o tito mehi aton me o sensor when you dey langbe wa yi to gbo Nigeria to me ene when you dey o se ho o to gbo Nigeria to azon wa kurukuru to kan to po me o azon ba we no pe nu ko mehi asi o to gbo Nigeria to me me o dey national population census to ho ye do to nu he bejo pon ni naji o me yin o gbeto yin o gbede to azon we o mehi ya o to gbo Nigeria to o we o senator emi yan de decades blank do holote ni samiton Oluseyi Adeagbo emi wa loji do ya do o me yin nu kotolo na o se ho da ho to Nigeria to si o gbe ina pe nu kun ti to me ya to lego do holero e dada na do mo do yi o ya o gbe to le ton to yin o gbe to so ti to gbolo me to bure awu na onu hu do ntin na o me ro poropo mo ke na do modo me so ade hetin to free bobole le do to gbo Nigeria to malame na do modo nu heyin onu ge aholu na wure awuna le bora yo de pe ogbeto lenu na do yin ayin ogbeto so a hetin to gbo me bo so wazon bo de we do gbon ogbeto so a le dale na o ni no me heyin wa pe na to menu le to po me àwọn onímọ̀tẹ̀ gan tó ti ìwẹ̀ kò yí rọ̀ yí mẹ́ yí ònùkàn tọ́lẹ̀ tó fi pé tó tó gbó nàìjíríà tọmọ iná tó mọ̀dọ̀ ònùkàn tọ́ yìí tán wọ̀nyí tó gọ́ àlọ́ náà nínú ọmọ ẹ̀yẹ́ wọn pẹ́ òtò mẹ́nu lẹ́ẹ̀tàn dọ̀ èyí ò tó hórí dọ́ tọmọ rẹ̀ kàfí àwọn àzán sí òhó mẹ́ mẹ́rẹ́ pé èyí nùkàn tọ́ lọ́nà mọ̀dọ̀ èyí ò nù dàgbé wa òhó lọ wọ́nyí ò dé o àyímọ̀tẹ̀ gan dọ̀ tó wẹ̀nu ètò jóná ọmọ ẹ̀yìn àwọn gan òtò gbó nàìjíríà tán àwọn gan Christopher Musa tán yí tó àhọ́rùwẹ́ tó àwọn ní mọ́tòmẹ́fìlẹ̀ tó marina nìzọ́mítàn jọ kẹ́nà bá pẹ́ àṣetọ́mọ̀ ìwọlọ́tàn lórí àdọ̀ tó òhùwẹ́tọ́mẹ́ wẹ́ àwọn gan ẹ̀yìn Christopher Musa lórí àdọ̀ẹ́mí wádọ̀nù tó àwọn ní mọ́tòhọ́lù náà àwọn àgbẹ̀ òtògbó nàìjíríà tó yàn pípẹ́ o àlọ́gọ́nà àwọn ní mọ́tòhọ́lù tó fi báyìí náà àwọn àzọ́gbẹ́bẹ̀ òtògbó lọ́tàn ètò ìyàdọ̀ sọ́yìndé ìnámọ̀dọ̀ ètò ìjírọ̀dọ̀ ìbíọ̀ àlọ́gọ́nà sùtọ́gọ́ nàdó dìkẹ́ ọmọdọ̀ ònùkan iye tí náà àwọn àgbẹ̀ tó ń òtògbó nàìjíríà tọ́mẹ èyí rọ̀ òtòmẹ́nulẹ̀ dọ̀ àwọn àgbẹ̀ òtògbó ìtàn tí náà yé dọ̀ yé níyọ̀ mẹ́yìn wà sọ́dọ̀ pọ̀ ẹ̀ àwọn sọ́gbẹ́wé tó dìkẹ́ ọmọdọ̀ ẹ̀ tí tó òtògbó lọ́mẹ blẹ́bù àìmọ́tẹ̀gá ẹ̀ Bájídé Sanwó-Olú tó òhùwẹ́tọ́mẹ tó tẹ́lọ́jì dọ̀yà dọ̀ o dànù ìwádìí lẹ́wẹ̀ kó dégbò tó àwọn ìmọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ tó má dẹ́mẹ̀ ẹ̀dọ̀ èmi dọ̀nù tó àwọn sọ́wọ́tọ́lẹ̀ náà ti tó èyí tó yí wa tó gbọ́ àlọ́ náà ìhọ́ tó àwọn ìmọ̀tẹ̀mẹ̀ ìwà tó yá dọ̀ yìí tó tẹ̀mẹ̀ yìí tó lẹ̀ yí sá tó di kéèpù mọ́ dọ̀ o nùkàn yìí tì náà gbẹ̀tọ́lẹ̀ tó gbọ́lọ́mẹ̀ bírèbù mọ́kẹ́rẹ́ ní fífa ní tì mọ́kẹ́rẹ́ híhọ́ ní pé ò tó jí náà tó mẹ́nu lẹ̀ ní tó mọ̀ dọ̀ yìí dɔmlɔ itɔdzi eye hafi na lɔtɔ wòdza yi kadze sɔ tó kunu si nkɔfɛ mi kò tó tɔ di do.
Happy Children's Day.